Hey YouTube, Wyoming's alcoholic. Hey, so I started a video, and basically after I got back from my trip, the first part of the video that I was going to use to make this video was deleted inadvertently off my phone. Can't find it, so this is how this video is going to start. Basically, I flew to Florida from Wyoming out of DIA using Frontier. Since this is after the fact, I guess I can speak a little more boldly on exactly what happened and how things go, I guess. But it was my very first time doing this. I got pictures of my case and cable lock I will show you here in a minute. But basically what I ended up doing was I had to go get a piece of luggage. It was the metal bars in the back of it. So you'll notice they have metal framing on the inside. I went and bought, it was like a $15 cable lock, a bike lock from Walmart. And basically I used two master locks. You'll see these in the pictures as well. But I used two master locks and some other videos in here. And so basically you keep those keys on you. And I kept the bike cable lock key on me as well. But yeah, so inside of there, I didn't have a mag in it. I did take a spare mag. There's a spot for two mags in the bottom. And my ammo. So your ammo has to be basically a couple of key points here. The ammo has to be basically in the original packaging and can't be loose inside of the case, has to be secured. And the mags, as far as that goes, I had both of them unloaded, and I didn't even have one in the pistol itself. Basically, Frontier, each airline has its own requirements, and they also have to adhere to TSA guidelines. So just remember that. Check with your airline, make sure you know what their guidelines are, and then make sure you're following TSA guidelines. Those are on there as well. Do not use TSA locks on your case. They ask that you do not do that. They ask that you use your own locks that only you have the keys to. So make sure you do that. So again, my ammo was in the bottom part of my box in the original packaging with the two mags, and the pistol was on the top layer with no mag in it. And I also had my Leatherman in there because actually my box has a space for 3 mags, and I used one of the mag spaces for my Leatherman. So I had those locked up with the master locks. Then I took the bike cable lock and I ran it through the framing on the suitcase and locked it in there. That way, if somebody was trying to take the case, they would have to cut the cable lock. So they couldn't just leave with the whole case. Okay.
Put another one up here.
Put your other check, your other.
Yeah, try it.
You're right.
No, one side.
One side? Oh, sorry. There's two different stands. Yeah. So she wants us to check the one of the firearm last. So I'm responsible for domestic only.
One at a time.
Check firearms are unloaded and locked. Yes, it is. I'm the only person holding the key. That is true. Okay, so this needs a little signature.
Yep.
And what is the date today?
The 4th.
Okay. Should know that. I've been staring at this date forever.
Oh wait, my constellation blanket should be arriving
Okay.
today. They won't be able to get it till.
So I have the declaration tag filled out.
Go ahead and place that inside of your bag. Once you place it inside of your bag, you'll set it.
Okay.
Put it up here.
Certainly. I'm gonna add my coffee cup to the bag if you don't mind,
Okay.
since it does me no good in there.
No, you're taking your backpack on. This is stuff that we so you don't have to.
Would you like paper copies of your boarding passes?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. Just in case something funny happens with my phone. You know?
Right.
I'm gonna secure this to the cable lock on the firearm there. So.
Do I have
All
to,
you have to do is
shall I,
just
do I have to
Okay.
dump everything out
Okay.
on my back from my back?
CTX!
Well, I have to dump everything out from my backpack.
So TSA, they may want me to open it at some point, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you verify your name?
Yep, it's me. I don't want to leave too early, so stick around this side of security until they want me to open it, right?
I gotta wait for somebody to come to take you to TSA.
Okay, cool.
Google ID.
Thanks for your help with that. It's my first time doing that. So.
Did you take your...
The back tags are on the back of your boarding pass.
Okay. It works. It does work.
Okay.
You just have to talk to it nicely. So at this point, we go over and TSA just they want me to unlock it and
Yeah.
go through the procedures. Okay.
You said over there?
Okay.
Dad.
Yes. I know. That's why we're here.
Okay.
You gotta do it the right way.
No, that's it.
Cool. All right. So we got all the other bags checked. We just got carry-ons. So I think they'll have me open this probably, and then once they. Oh yeah, we got time. We have to. The important thing is we need to get through security before we do anything else, just because it takes a while. So once we get this done, we'll go through security and then we find a bathroom over by the terminals. So.
There's a lot of people on the plane, just like all these people here are getting on our plane too. I'm scared. Yeah,
500 miles an hour is I think what this plane will eventually go to.
we're going speedy.
Your tummy's gonna tickle when it takes off.
Oh no, I'm getting pushed back into my. Whoa! Whoa! Guys! Oh my gosh, this is scary. This is scary.
You're totally fine, kid.
Oh my gosh.
I promise you.
Oh, so go. We're gonna land.
Sometimes it bounces just a little bit when you land.
We're landing. We're landing. very speedy fast now. If this was a car, it would be illegal. Oh, whoa! Whoa! I have to take all those things off. Orlando. My voice sounds weird. I sound like a robot.
A9 baggage claim.
Oh, I thought you said central processing yard.
Central process.
Yeah.
Central process. Yes.
So I just opened my luggage, and it did come in the regular carousel, and yeah, it's in here. Nobody's even looked at it or messed with it that I can tell, so that's good. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, the baggage claim for Frontier says it just comes out of the regular carousel. So a few things I learned. One of the things I learned is that with Frontier, it was really easy. I'm not sure. Like I said, you probably saw. I mean, you saw the first part of this where I had basically a big steel cable that ran through the gun case I had inside, through the handle, and it ran into the framing of a bag I got. So, you know, they would have to cut the cable or rip the bag apart. And then also I had my 2 individual master locks that only I kept the keys to. And when you check in with Frontier, so in Denver International Airport, it was a little different than the MCO Orlando Airport. So you saw in the one video there that the lady just basically, I declared a firearm, and she gave me this little tag, and basically the tag says that I understand their rules and regulations and that it's unloaded, it's safely packed, etc. You know, like I said, I didn't have anything in any of the magazines. The ammo was in the bottom portion of the box in the original packaging, and there wasn't even a mag in the pistol. I didn't even want to risk having a mag in the pistol for fear of upsetting them. So yeah, they basically, you know, their requirements are that you are the only one with the lock or the keys to the locks, and that it's unloaded and secured in accordance with those regulations. So when I checked in at Denver, I declared a firearm. The lady basically said, yes, fill this out. I attached it to the case inside the suitcase. And we went to, from there, she called out some code, which basically discreetly said they need TSA. So TSA came over. I followed the agent that handled my bag to their scanner that they have in some back room there next to oversized luggage, and they pushed it through scanning, and she said okay. The light came up, the correct light, which I think was a green light, and then the TSA agent handed the bag back to the guy that carried it over for me. I followed him to oversized luggage drop outside of the airport. At first I thought there was a problem and they were taking me out as I followed them out the door again, but no, their oversized luggage drop and DIA is outside the gate at Frontier. So I followed him out. He dropped the luggage into Story. I have been told from some people that when you pick it up, you have to go to oversized baggage claim. That's not the case. So they drop it in oversized baggage claim at DIA when I first dropped it off after they did the scan. I don't know if that's, I guess what's the word, if that's their normal protocol, but basically when I was picking up my bags at Orlando, I went and asked the front desk there at Frontier, or the baggage desk at Frontier. I said, so do I have to come to you guys or oversized baggage to pick up my bag? I said it has a firearm in it, and they basically told me is that if it's a pistol and it's inside your checked bags, it doesn't have to go through oversized luggage. And in fact, Frontier typically doesn't do that. That was a TSA call on the Denver side, the DIA side. But when I went to pick it up, yeah, Frontier's like, it's going to come out in the regular checked bags. Sure enough, it came out in the carousel with all the other baggage, because the pistol was inside a case inside my bag. That's the difference. So then when I went to check my bags on the way home out of MCO or Orlando Airport, I went in, I told the lady at the front desk I have to declare a firearm. She handed me the tag real quick. I filled it out, same thing as before, put it in my bag. I said, okay, do I have to follow this to TSA or anything? She says, no, you're good to go. She's like, you declared it's unloaded, you declared it safe. That tag's in there. She zipped it up, she put it on the check stuff, and away we went. So it didn't even go to TSA the second time when I went from MCO to Denver, which I thought was interesting. And same thing in Denver, came right out on the regular belt, checked bags, etc. And I checked with their baggage there and kind of told them, hey, I got one with a check firearm. They said, as long as it's a pistol and it's, or the gun is inside your regular check bags, there's no issue. They said they do the oversized when it's rifles, when they have big rifle cases to deal with. And that's probably because of the size, not because of the firearm or what kind of firearm it is. So I would think you'd want to keep closer tabs on a pistol than a rifle. But anyways, yeah, so that was my experience with it. To be perfectly honest with you, I will fly with a firearm anywhere I can if it's as easy as that. I will say that this is through Frontier. I don't know about how other airlines are, but Frontier was really easygoing about it. Both the associates I spoke to, when I talked to them, hey, I got to declare a firearm. It was no big deal. They're like, yeah, okay, fill this out, put it in your bag, you're good to go. Like I said, DIA, they had an agent carry it to the TSA scanner. In Orlando, they could have cared less. They're like, okay, yep, thank you. They put it on the rack to go behind to get loaded on the plane. So I hope this was helpful. If you're flying Frontier, I can tell you, I hope, I would expect your experience to be similar, but airports may differ. Like I said, DIA was a little different than MCO. So anyways, yeah, I hope that was helpful. With that, like and subscribe. As always, you guys know I'm doing mostly mechanic videos and hunting videos. And firearm reviews. This is a firearm video. I thought, this was my first time doing it. And like I said, I hope this video is helpful with you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. As always, stay classy, Wyoming. Have a good day.